Let's rock.
He didn't waste no time. Man didn't waste
Let's
no
do it.
time with it. You know what it is. It's the 5 on 5 podcast presented by directmusicservice.com and Nuke's Hot Sauce. Nuke's is on sale right now. Actually, I saw they're doing a site-wide sale. Spice up your life.
Yeah.
Spice up your life. They got merch now. They got shirts. They got posters. They got the whole nine. Shout out to Jake over there at Nuke's.
Shout out.
Pull up, grab some hot sauce. Portland-based company. They're fantastic. What we do around here, we host this beautiful show every week, and as you can see, it's just the boys. Or if you're listening, you're only going to hear a couple voices. Our guest has been postponed to next week, so we're giving you nothing but the best in the three amigos. I go by Phenom, coming to you live from Portland, Oregon. Down the street from me, The Rock is in the building, Jupiter Williams. And down in the belly of the beast, Sin City, Las Vegas, the man in the stripes, looking fresh. Looking very Euro.
You know, every week you say that, you say the belly of the beast. I'm always thinking like, man, does Nick make it? Like, is he okay?
Well, yeah. that's his name.
Another week.
That's who we're talking about. It's Nick Lopez, by the way. Sorry, I should have.
The belly of the beast, Las Vegas, Nevada, in the comfort of my own apartment at all times.
People listening but not watching are just on the edge of their seats, like, who's down there?
Who's in the belly of the beast? Now they know. It's
who could it be? Is it Crooked? No.
Yeah, those guys are in the belly of the beast. I am not. I'm at home watching anime and listening to records at all times.
chilling, and we're buying records. We should start off with your record fiasco. Nick, you had a bit of a snafu.
I had a snafu. I love a snafu.
It's great.
No, we don't. I fucking hate a snafu in this
situation.
You
hate a snafu.
So I'm a giant Jamiroquai fan. Probably one of my favorite bands in the world. And notoriously, their records are very hard to come by. They're just rare. You get the singles, you never get the LPs, and when you do, they're really expensive. So when a repress happens, it's a big deal. Or a restock, it's a big deal. So
Bruce.
Shout out to Moondog Records. I know this story sounds like I'm dissing them, but I'm not. This has nothing to do with them. This is not their fault.
Not a diss. Forewarning. Yeah.
Moondog Records in Las Vegas is my favorite record store. They're the shit.
Woo!
So
hey, hold on, for real.
Yo, high praise.
Hey, is that shots fired?
No, I'm saying they're in Las Vegas, they're my favorite.
At everyone else. Right.
And there's a lot of good record stores out here.
There's a lot.
Record City, also a strong second. Zia, I'm honestly, Moondog being my favorite record store, I go to Zia more than I go to anyone because it's convenient.
Okay.
Any others you want to shout out?
No.
A resounding no.
Absolutely not.
About that old man.
11th Street. 11th Street is also the shit.
11th Street's great. I love 11th Street.
Oh yeah, shout out 11th Street. They gave me that Shaquille O'Neal record for free.
Yeah, they're the shit.
Love that.
Yes.
Ron over at fucking 11th Street. Hope you're doing well, buddy. So anyways, Moondog's been doing this thing where they post all their new arrivals on Instagram. They just put them in a crate, shuffle through them. It's perfect because I don't even have to go. Like, they just, here's what we got this week. And they posted, and they're going through the records, and I see 2 copies of Return of the Space Cowboy, the Jamiroquai album. So I call up my best friend, who we grew up, we've known each other since we were 13, Jamiroquai super fans. I hit him up and I'm like, guess what the fuck they have? 2 copies of Space Cowboy. He's like, hell yeah, let's go get it. We go get them and we're juiced. I get home. He went home already. We're living our lives. I'm cleaning the records and I do this stupid thing to myself. No, it's silly, but it's sentimental. I saved the Jamiroquai album for last because that's where I want to.
It's like baseball cards. It's
I know it's the best one. I'm gonna save it for last. I open it and it's missing. It's a 2-disc album and it's missing the first disc, AB.
It's missing the bubble gum,
dude. It's like
the bubble gum's in there. He got the bubble gum.
I just didn't get the card.
Here's your bubble gum. I got your bubble gum.
So it has
right
the
here.
sleeve, like the sleeve the record goes in, and there's just no goddamn record in it. So it was sealed. Like, it's a brand new record. It's not like, it's not a bootleg. Like, it's a reissue. It wasn't like a used OG or something. Like, that would make more sense. It's factory sealed. It's got a hype sticker, the whole thing. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, how does this happen? So it's clearly like a factory defect. And I hit up the record store and they're like, no worries, just bring it back. We'll get you a replacement. Mind you, at the beginning of the story, there was 2 copies he had. My best friend got the other one and I got one. I hit up my best friend and I was like, open your shit. Like, crack it open and make sure you have them both. And he's like, yeah.
Hey, do you have AB?
Yeah, was he like, nah, this is a Charizard, bro.
Yeah, he got a holographic Charizard. Both this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna open it though.
He opened it and he was like, yeah, I got them both. They're both in here. It's not like no G. It's not something you need to leave sealed. Plus, we don't believe in keeping records sealed.
Play your records.
Play your fucking records. If you're gonna buy them, open them. Also, they warp that way, but we won't get into.
And wear your sneakers too, y'all.
Wear your sneakers.
Wear your
same
sneakers.
Shit. If you don't wear them, they fucking the soul separates. So you have to do it.
Wear your shoes.
It's just part of it. So he's good, and I'm pissed. So it's not the record store's fault. And he's like, yo, just bring it back. We'll get you a replacement. I get there. He looks in the database. He's like, of course, they're fucking out of stock.
Smoked.
Yeah, because you took only 2.
And I'm like, fuck. Like, and I'm like wondering, since he got them, I don't know what the process was. I don't know if he like specifically ordered them or if he just kind of got a random restock and I should like hit up other record stores and see if they got them. Anyways, I'm bummed out. I call in and I tell him about it. And he's like searching on Discogs. And it turns out that this is a thing.
It's a thing.
Like a lot of copies of this record were missing the first disc. So people are selling it on Discogs with just the second disc.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I hate to open the show. This is real boring radio, but.
This is a Larry David moment is what it is, because technically you could call Mumbles and be like, hey, I was the one that decided we should buy these.
Yeah.
Here's $35. Let me get that.
What? Yeah. Nah, that wouldn't have flowed with me. Such a no.
Like, fuck you, I bought it.
Call me an asshole, but that wouldn't
no, I wouldn't think you're an asshole for that. I think I'd be an asshole for even asking that. Like, what the fuck makes you think you deserve it more than me just because you got the fucking Bruce copy dick?
Right.
It's a hypothetical. Whose idea was it to go to Moondog?
Right. It was totally mine, and he would have never done it had I have not said anything.
There's your ground. There's your ground right there.
See that?
There's your ground.
But like, that's not like that's true. But I'm not gonna take away.
This is a Larry David moment.
His thing, like he bought it. He got the good one, and that's
the only child thing though. Colin,
that's
only children think that way, the scheme that kind of way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you can't scheme that way with siblings.
Larry David would have did that. That's a Curb episode right there.
And Larry David, he's an only child, isn't he? He got to be. The way that he moves is like an only child
energy for sure.
Because Colin, I can definitely see you bargaining in the cafeteria like that shit, man.
Like, hey, man,
this is my idea.
My pack didn't come with Charizard.
The only reason why your mom packed that pudding is because of me.
Yeah, because you came to school and saw me with my pudding.
Yeah.
Because you're an only child, your mom can afford the good stuff.
Hustler. And then the next day you have 2 puddings.
See? And then the next day you have 2 puddings. Or you ran out, so your mom didn't get you pudding.
Yeah,
this week. She hasn't gone grocery shopping.
That's Colin's scheme.
So now you're finessing your friend for his.
That's the pudding man.
I never realized. Now I'm on a thing. I love.
Let's go.
I never realized until later how much cooler it was to get a packed lunch versus buying lunch at school.
No way.
No, it could be cooler.
Fucking
Wait a
way.
minute. Go on,
because
Colin.
you could bring. Like the menu is now at your disposal. It's more than just a sandwich. You could bring yourself a little pudding. You could bring all kinds of dope ass snacks. You could bring yourself Dunkaroos. Like,
but they sold that.
Not at my school.
Oh, the school had a side. Mine had a little side like convenience store area
Right.
that had
Wait,
hot Cheetos, X, Y, and Z. Whatever.
We're not talking high school or middle
Oh,
school.
like
Middle school was cracking.
elementary school.
Elementary school. Elementary.
Okay.
We got that little cardboard box with the foil up top with like the plastic wrap on top.
Well, here's the issue.
Lunchables.
You would get like this isn't like the food that came with the school, like the public school food. It was like you get that stupid bread pizza.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
like the food was whack.
Yeah, it was.
The square or the French bread pizza.
The French bread is where
whack. The square is the jam.
See, I didn't like either. Remember the breakfast pizza and all it was just a sausage pizza?
Yeah.
But I was hype on the French toast sticks.
The French toast sticks was where that.
I would get to school early just because I had free lunch. Shout out to fucking free lunch. Like,
that's dope.
I still remember my student number too.
That'll come in handy later on the episode.
Do you guys remember your student numbers?
Nope, that's why it'll come in handy later on.
Do you guys still have dreams about forgetting your locker code?
No.
Oh shit.
Am I a weirdo?
No.
I am a weirdo. But
I have a locker at my job, and the homie, like when we were going back for the first time after COVID, he was like, "Yo, good luck on remembering your locker combination." I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh,
like,
shook you.
I was like, I can't think of it. And as soon as I saw it, it clicked.
Yeah.
When you see it, it's one thing, but when you're thinking about it, it's like any numbers really. Like if you went to jail right now, do you have numbers in your phone memorized in your brain that would come in handy?
I have enough. Yeah, I do. Just for those situations.
Shit.
I remember 2 phone numbers, and I don't think they exist anymore.
That's how I am. I remember my old cell phone numbers. That's about it.
I need to remember
just yours.
Yeah.
The thing is, my sister's changed her phone number so many times throughout. Like, I mean, it hasn't been a lot in recent years, but like there was a time where she changed her number like 2, maybe 3 times, and I just gave up. So now I'm like, if I ever get locked up, I'm fucked because I never took the time to memorize that number.
Yeah,
that's a nightmare.
Yeah, I know enough. I think I know. I know my mom's. I know my sisters, and I know my girls. That's it.
That's it.
I never memorized any of my girlfriend's numbers.
Never.
Not like out of like spite. It's just like I have a phone. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. See, we had that, the landline, so you had to write that shit down.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was always misplaced at some
those
point.
Are the numbers I remember. Is back when I had a landline. But
let's talk about the landline, because here's the thing. There's some people listening to this that aren't going to remember this, but you could pick up the phone while someone was using the World Wide Web and set the whole shit off.
Hell yeah.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, when you're in the middle of a AIM, oh man.
It's a wrap.
Conversation with some girl. Just flirting
when
it up.
cable became a thing, it really just set the tone for life, because like cable internet was just a life changer.
Yeah, it really was.
Remember Web TV?
Shout out to Web TV.
Web TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like whatever now. Like it's just like, oh, you want to watch YouTube? Yeah, for sure. But Web TV set the fucking tone.
Dang.
It's so funny. Early internet's kind of a funny thing. Do you guys remember the $1 million website or the $1 million domain or whatever?
No.
Kind of reminds me of this like NFT buying internet real estate space.
Okay.
It's like an early version of that. So what this website was, I can't remember the name of the website, but it had 1 million little squares, like pixels, and you could buy a square for $1.
No way.
Yes. And so a lot of people were like, oh shit, this is the future. So people would buy up a couple, like as many squares they want, and then like put their logo or whatever they wanted. And so this page just became like a huge collage of logos and advertisements. And then once you bought the square, you could resell your squares if you wanted to like Pepsi or whatever.
Unsanctioned. You could put whatever you want.
Yes. So there was some crazy shit on like
porn.
Yeah, I mean, it's yours. You could put it there if you wanted to, but then you'd have
Just
to.
like Pepsi,
the thing is,
a dick, something else.
It's a square though, like it's a pixel, so it's not like you can upload a JPEG. You had to like,
but you could
it's
zoom in all the way.
Yes.
Oh well.
It's a color, so you'd have to create.
Yeah.
Said person with titties, and that would probably take a lot of squares.
Nightmare.
It's like drawing on a Super Nintendo.
But yeah.
16-bit. So a bunch of like companies like Coke, I think, has one on there. Pepsi is on there, like a bunch of other places. But it's called the $1 million domain because there's 1 million squares for $1. Obviously, nobody gave a shit. Like,
is it still there?
It's I think so. I don't know, but the only person who made money off of this was the person who made the domain, right?
Right.
So people were thinking like, this is going to be the future. This is going to be what like advertisement is on the internet and moving forward. This, I think, prior to the pop-up ad being invented. So it's like, it's funny now to look at like this gate, because you can't like, we can't picture what the future is going to be like in a new space.
Yeah.
Because like, who's to say? Like, I don't think whoever, like, social media, we never would have thought would be what it is now, back when MySpace was a thing.
Well, you remember the world was going to shut down when it turned it to 2000.
Y2K.
Oh, Y2K, yeah. Dude,
my grandma prepped for that.
Did she really?
My grandma's every
God
week.
rest her soul. She fucking prepped. She had the gallons of water on deck. She had the doomsday prepper, the box with the food.
Yeah.
You know, those big gallon tubs or whatever.
Yeah.
Of like dry, like what
NASA
is it?
food.
Yeah. Oh God. My grandma had a setup too. She filled the bathtub. She filled both of her bathtubs, like, because they just said like to fill your bathtubs with water, because you never know. She had like hella gallons of water.
What?
She was super prepped. And I remember being little, I'm like, oh shit, Y2K is like, I didn't know what it was. I just knew like the term Y2K, and like didn't know what, like, I was like, damn, we're gonna lose water. Like, I didn't get it. I was like, the internet's gonna fuck up the water. I didn't.
The premise is,
I'm still not even sure what it was.
The premise is the computer clocks weren't prepared to go into the year 2000.
Yeah.
So at midnight on January 1st, 2000, it would just become haywire. The stock market would shut down. Just like, we didn't think that far in advance when creating computers. Yeah. Like, surely this isn't going on in 2000.
The computers are going to go to 000.
Yeah.
That's
what they thought.
What the fuck? Like, why? Why would that affect anything? Like, now I'm just like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, so like what?
You would lose your bank account.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what they were
saying. You know,
like
you'd lose everything.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Like, okay. Damn.
Right. But
everything just restarts.
Yeah.
Just back to zero.
Just the world goes to zero. US dollar, everything goes to zero. Oh my God. How did that start? Like, was anybody like, nah, guys, like, we're good? Like, were anybody who designed, like, were engineers publicly coming out and being like, hey guys, don't trip, it's fine, like, we're good?
Like, yeah, was this like to stimulate the economy or what? Because it did.
Yeah,
people were lined up to buy gallons of water.
Yeah,
like, engineers were like showing up to like news stations. Like,
there's multiple homes in the United States right now that for sure have gallons of water in their basement from this shit. Still,
100%.
old people,
100%,
where they definitely bought some shit. And it's just chilling in the basement.
It happened again during the lockdown. Like, remember people were hoarding like toiletries,
like toilet paper. Yeah.
There was a guy, I don't remember where, but like I remember he like basically started like a hood grocery store, like where he was selling like essentials in his basement at inflated prices, and like people tried to like sue him or something like that. It was a huge ordeal.
In Vegas, this is not a bad idea in general, though, for you to just stock up on water. And California, it's hey, there is an inevitable water shortage that's going to happen at some point in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
20 years, 40 years, whatever.
Yeah, you guys have been to Lake Mead. It's a thing out here. We're not supposed to have water. Like, we're in the middle of a desert.
Oh, right.
Right. Have you noticed it's bad, right?
Oh yeah, the water level at Lake Mead is like significantly lower like than it was even 10 years ago.
Have you swam in there?
Uh-huh.
Is it
I've
weird?
had media parties. I've definitely.
There's bodies in there, right?
Who's to say?
For sure.
I mean, they say that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's even a way to tell.
That's
I don't even
creepy.
know. I remember one time I was on a boat, like one of the first times I rented a boat, and I didn't really know what I was doing, and I dropped anchor, and like pulling it back up, like because there's a crank, and it's like, but to get it back up, like took so long, and I was like, damn, why am I anchoring this boat? Because you don't really have to. And it came up with so much seaweed. I was like, there's no possible way to get to the bottom of Lake Mead. I'm like, you can't rake. And it came up with so much seaweed that I was like, damn, like, how would you even? Yeah. Like, how would you even know? Like, know what's on? Like, there's no way. So if there's bodies there and they're long gone, like catfish or whatever probably ate them.
Yeah.
And there's giant goldfish in Lake Mead.
Oh, really?
Because people flush goldfish. And they go to Lake Mead and they grow.
Wait a minute.
So there's giant.
But how are they growing when they're not dead?
Well, some people didn't flush some. Like, they're alive.
I mean, yeah. How are they? So they're flushing them alive?
Some people are, and they fucking make it to Lake Mead.
What? Oh, wow. Okay.
And like, you win a fucking dumbass goldfish at a carnival or something. You don't want to raise a fish.
Wait, what's a koi fish? Is a koi fish a goldfish?
Oh, yeah, it's a type of carp.
It's like a big one.
So
they turn into koi fish?
No. Well, a carp is like a general name for that type of fish.
Right.
But like a goldfish is a carp, and a koi is a carp.
Yeah.
They don't. I wish we had very beautiful carps out there. They're really just really big goldfish.
When's the last time either one of you guys went swimming?
Like swam, like not just like
we're in the water, we're swimming,
we're moving,
last summer up at what is it called in Vancouver at the river.
Okay.
Yeah. It had to have been like 3, maybe even 4 years ago for me at Lake Mead, because I don't be swimming, bro. I go to the pool.
Right.
But I don't we're not doing laps or nothing. I'm just looking.
You're doing laps at Encore Pool.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at Red Rock, like a local casino. I'm never
on the low.
At a club pool. That's let me just put this in information out there. You go to any day club, do not get in the water.
Yeah.
That is just you could dip your feet in if you want.
Yeah.
But don't get waist deep in that water.
Yeah.
What about getting the water in your mouth? Swish it around.
You might as well that's a death sentence. You're done. You have something.
Well, let me ask you guys this. If something touches your feet, you jump, right? Like I freak out. That's like water? On my list. Yeah. If something grazes your feet.
Like a natural body of water, not like a pool.
Yeah. If you were in Lake Mead and something touched your foot,
it's a weird feeling.
I'm maybe thinking about getting out.
It is a weird feeling, but
scares me. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just one of those acceptance though.
When you're at the beach, you know it's gonna be seaweed.
Yeah, you're at the beach. You know what you're getting yourself into. You're at the river. You know that there's a possibility of wildlife out there. If
it's not seaweed, yeah.
You just know.
A hand grazes the bottom of your feet.
Hey, if you're at Camp Crystal Lake, yeah, you'll probably get a hand.
I'm mad scared of natural bodies of water other than lakes. Lakes don't really scare me,
much.
But rivers are kind of crazy. But like the ocean, especially like because we're on the West Coast, the Pacific Ocean isn't clear.
No, and we've talked about this too outside the podcast. There's so much shit undiscovered in there.
I don't know. Right. And like people try to like go for it. Let's go out. Like I ain't going out. I'm not going out any further than like where I can walk and be above water.
Right, unless you're in like Mexico,
because the water's clear.
Yeah.
So I can at least see what's going on.
Yeah.
But like, even if I'm like, if I can't touch ground and walk out, like I gotta swim to get back, that's too far.
Fair.
I hate that.
Because like you got an unfair advantage to any aquatic animal. So if something, I'm gonna be afraid of anything. Anything. It doesn't matter how big it is. I'm afraid of anything in the water.
Anything.
God forbid a shark. You know how people go in the shark water and the sharks are just like chilling and they're like gentle and like they're just like, oh, I'm out here swimming with the sharks.
Or stingrays. Stingrays?
Oh, no, they have.
Isn't that how? What's his face? Irwin.
That's how they got Steve Irwin, dog.
Yeah. Smoked him with the stingray.
Smoked his ass. Fuck no, I ain't getting in no water with no sharks or stingrays. It only takes one. It only takes one to be like, you know what? Fuck this dude. In here with us.
You're supposed to shuffle your feet. Do the stingray shuffle when you get into the water.
The stingray shuffle.
In Florida, they have signs like by the beach. It's like, hey, when you get into the water, do the stingray shuffle. You're supposed to like
get under the sand.
Yeah, and shake up the sand. But then I'm like, yo, what's under the sand? Like a sand snake.
I just got the creeps.
Sand snake.
What if there's a stingray? Then what? What's he gonna swim away, or is he just gonna fucking?
He'll be like, oh, I don't want anything to do with this. That's a nightmare.
That's what they say. It's been proven if you give a head fake that they'll go the other way.
What is it with alligators? You're supposed to
zigzag.
I
guess.
In a moment of panic like that, I'm just running. I'm not zigging. I'm not zagging. You're just getting a full-blown sprint as quick as possible.
Hey, those motherfuckers are sprinting too.
They're hella fast, bro.
Hella fast.
Legs, man.
You ever see, bro? I've been watching some crazy animal clips lately. I'm hella scared of nature. Yeah, because they like they rotate.
They on 4 legs, like
and 4 of these, bro. That's those motherfuckers are jamming.
Yeah,
that's a dinosaur too.
Yeah, it is a dinosaur. It is a dinosaur chasing you.
A couple of weeks ago, we talked about birds. Off the podcast, we talked about birds. A big ass bird landing on your head.
Yo, I have like a phobia of birds. Anybody that knows me personally knows that I do not fuck with birds. I was with Cricket last night.
What happened? There's something. Happened. There's an event.
There is something that happened.
There's something.
I don't know if
happened.
anything particular happened, but I have had a few like bird run-ins that like make me mad uneasy with them. Because there's fucking like there's certain areas out here like ducks are obviously just like ducks and geese. They're like terrorists. They're not nice animals.
A goose will just bite you in the dick.
Well, that's just like, they'll come at you too. They'll run after. They will fight you. Like, and there's nothing.
Does somebody like lock you into the like Flamingo Hotel?
Yo, my uncle got married at the Flamingo, and there was like penguins and flamingos.
That's
there.
it.
It's crazy.
This is what did it.
They walk with you, and like as a little kid, like I'm like that's cool. There's like a penguin right here. But I was still like, I'm basically the same size of a penguin. So.
You said they hold your hand?
The penguin was holding your hand?
They just make me uneasy, bro. Like, they're just a weird animal. I don't like their faces. I don't like their beaks.
Yo, the penguin put his hand out for Neek, and Neek didn't even think twice. He's like, come on, pal.
Like, hell no. I would have thought twice. I am not touching no wing.
While Neek is in a penguin tuxedo, too?
Yeah, I was in a little tuxedo. They probably thought I was one of them.
Yo, someone comes into the room and they're like, hey, just so we're clear, the penguins didn't arrive today. They couldn't make it from the zoo. And Nick's like holding the hand of something. Like what is this?
Like 6-year-old me. Like, what is this then?
It's a person, a whole ass person in a penguin suit.
No.
Nope.
Yo, have you seen the inside of a penguin's beak?
No.
I don't need to see that.
Barbed. I'm gonna show you guys. It's terrifying.
I don't need to see that.
I actually do want to see this.
It's terrifying. This is great radio, you guys.
Because I love me some penguins.
We're doing such a good job right now.
Oh no!
Oh, what?
That is
no
reason number 1 why I don't fuck with penguins.
Yo, people fuck you up, man. What the fuck?
Yo, the penguin will fuck you up. And the emperors, they're like 5'5".
Yo, wait. What are you more afraid of, Bubbles or Penguin?
Bubbles. Oh, the monkey.
Bubbles. Oh, he said Bubbles. Like, oh, I don't have to worry about Bubbles. And he goes, oh,
hey, no, definitely Bubbles. Bubbles is ripping those penguin wings off and the beak, man.
I just feel like I have
after it.
I'm definitely afraid of Bubbles in particular because
Bubbles dresses himself.
100% he does.
He dresses himself and he's an abused chimp.
Yeah.
He's got issues.
Yeah.
He'll rip your fucking face off.
Yeah.
But the likelihood of me running into that particular chimp or a chimp in general, I don't think I've ever seen a chimp in my life. I'm going to see a bird. I've seen many birds. I've been close to very large birds like throughout my life and I don't want to. So I'm going to say birds because they're more likely.
All right. How about this? What's worse, snakes or spiders?
Oh, man.
Like if you woke up and there was a snake on your face, or if you woke up and there was a spider on your face, just like cold chilling.
A spider is smaller.
It's covering your whole face.
Like a tarantula, like a big spider.
Like Home Alone style.
Either way, I'm having a heart attack and dying.
Yeah, man.
On site.
A snake, though?
Wrapped, coiled around your face. You're like, oh, I can't breathe.
Like a ball python. I used to have a ball python in my house, and I was cool with him until we started feeding him live food.
Nope.
And so now he's like snapping at movement in the tank. So you reach in to go grab him, and he's like, "Yo!" And like I was like, "Nope, he's got to go. We're done with him."
Ugh.
Damn.
You bought mice?
So we would feed him originally. I mean, granted, I had a white brother-in-law at the time. He would feed it frozen mice. And then once it got big enough, he started feeding it live mice.
Some Tiger King shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what are we doing? Like, why do we have a fucking apex predator in the house?
Yeah, 100%.
How gross. Why do people, I don't want to talk shit about owning animals, obviously, but a snake?
That's
What's
wild.
the point? What the fuck is the point? Like, you're not
I got a homegirl that has a snake. She has a pig. She has a bald cat. She has a bulldog.
That's a funny farm, bro.
And then she has horses too on a ranch.
That's crazy. That's
this
a
girl
wild
is
ass.
just like drop dead gorgeous too.
The snake thing is wild because you wake up one day and you look in the thing and the snake's not there and you're like, where's the snake?
Right.
You guys, we gotta reel it in. We gotta reel it in. I don't know how long into this episode
the zoology podcast.
This has gotten nuts. We should talk about something in regards to music very soon.
Yes. Speaking of music, we had this conversation the other day, Neek and I off air. DJ fatigue. How long is our ideal set time for a DJ? If you're like, hey, I'm playing out tonight, I really feel like I can get all the let out. I can play my full set. I cannot get fatigued, and still I can finish my set by playing everything I wanted to play. Are we looking at 2 hours? Is it 4 hours? Is it 6 hours?
See, even in a 4-hour set, I feel like I don't get everything off that I want to get off.
Wow.
Yeah.
You still have that energy though?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
You're up. You're giving them 100 even 4 hours in.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, because it's a journey, and also on top of that too, it's like there's so many different walks of life that are coming into the spot. So it's almost for me, it's almost like a game where I'm trying to appease everybody. I want everybody to at least bob their head one time, right? So I'm gonna try to find that song. If I can't find that song, I'm gonna if it takes 4 hours to find that song, I'm gonna find it.
Okay. I mean, that's definitely like the strategy, but I feel like 4 hours. I mean, most of my gigs these days have been between 4 and 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Which we were talking about. That's the new norm for DJs.
Yeah.
I mean, in other cities, no. Like Chicago does like 4 DJs on a lineup still and stuff like that. where maybe you're playing an hour and a half, but the club's open until 4 a.m. or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, these are just like regular gigs. These aren't like,
this is working man's DJing.
Yeah, we're not talking about like having like playing a club with a headliner and you're opening or closing. Like that's a different thing. You're playing 2 hour-and-a-half sets.
Right.
But like, if you're even just maybe just one, you know what I mean? But lately I've been playing 4 to 5 hour sets for all my like gigs, and man, last night I played, it was funk night. It's 5 hours. And I play this gig and like the more I do it, the better I get, the less fatigue I get, because now I'm building like sort of a routine. And as the time goes on, you start building that crate with songs that you forgot about and songs or whatever. But man, like I'm thinking about like my set last night without breaking the theme. Like I like last night, like it kind of died out towards the end, like the last hour, and I was just like, my friends were only the people that were in the building after it kind of died out. So I was breaking theme and playing some other shit. But like, I get fatigue at 3 hours. At 3 hours, I'm starting to like think to myself, a lot of times at hour 3, I'm like, damn, I have to think about the next song, as opposed to thinking I'm going to play this song to this song, and then I'm going to play this song to this song. I'm only thinking one song out, and like the rust is still present, and that now I'm like panic mixing, or I'm like, shit, I gotta find a song, like I gotta find the next song, and trying to force myself to think 2 songs ahead. So like in 3 hours is when that starts happening.
That's like the max of like a headliner DJ set on the strip, right? Is like 3 hours, maybe.
Headlining like at a club, at a nightclub,
like Lil Jon.
Little John, usually these guys are playing 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
But the max is 3. There was a time when Calvin Harris was doing, it was like 3 hour sets, like, because I guess he was getting ready for some Ibiza festival or something. But yeah, he was like 3 hours is the absolute max. I'd be surprised to see a headliner play 3 hours.
It's a long time for bottle service, open format, like high energy. Every song's a 10, every song's sing along. The crowd can't go 3 hours.
No,
fucking way.
If a big name headliner goes on 3 hours, it's a special occasion. Like, it's not a normal thing. Like back in the day when Diplo and Skrillex used to like pop up all the time, like they would like that last hour would get kind of like they're just throwing tracks out there. They're doing their thing. So it's not like they're set. Like I get fatigue at 3. What about you?
Oh yeah. If you want high energy, bang bang bang, 2 hours. That's what it's just at, max. But also it can't be tied to a certain format, can't be tied to a certain genre. Like I want to get loose with it. You can't, I don't know. The energy is not the same if you're just playing, I don't know, 70 BPM for 2 hours. Any genre, 70 BPM. Like you need, like festival lineups now, even EDM is going into house, and then they come back down to trap and dubstep and XYZ.
So you're getting, so Trav, like give me a walkthrough, like an hour to hour, like how you would play a full, like how long are the gigs usually, like 4 hours for you guys?
Yeah, about 4 hours. Yeah.
What's the walkthrough like?
So the walkthrough is probably about keep it 100 BPMs for the first hour.
Are you hitting them with like big sing-alongs, or are you
just really hitting them with throwbacks?
Okay.
Throwbacks, and then second hour you're hitting them with, second and third hour you're really hitting them with the top 40. You're singing along, and then your last hour you're hitting them with more of the throwbacks, more of the like 100 BPM newer stuff, and then the last 30 minutes just all stuff that
you're playing. I want to
play.
Yeah.
How many song requests you take the other night, Saturday?
When you were there, or
yeah,
last night? About It wasn't so much about song requests. It was more of
Genre.
it was like it was more of like the stuff that since you're already playing like in this realm.
Oh, it made sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't
It's the
take those
best.
as song requests. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I
it was
love
more
this. Here's this.
Yeah, it was more suggestions than requests. Yeah,
I like that.
With cash or no cash?
with cash.
Yeah.
With cash.
Yeah.
It's hey, yeah, you gotta give a tip for this one now.
If it's in the same BPM and it makes sense to you and they don't give you cash, you still playing it? If you're right there, if you're right in the neighborhood.
Because it's usually like, it's coming up.
Right.
I mean, like, why
it was
not,
going to get
right?
played regardless.
Yeah.
You might as well just throw it on now. Like, I've kind of eased up on my like annoyance with requests. If you hit me with a request that makes sense, first of all, I never ask for cash anyways. I just don't know how to do that and not feel like weird. Luckily, a lot of my gigs, I have my host Arturo on the mic.
Oh yeah,
and he just kind of implements that for me.
But
I don't know, like, I don't even know how to like be like, yeah, I got you. That'll be $20 or whatever. So if it makes sense, I just throw it on and like hopefully they'll be happy enough to like hit me with like, oh, you're the man. Here you go.
And that's usually what's come down to lately too is, they'll ask or suggest something to me and I'll play it and then I'll see them probably like 5 minutes later and they'll have cash for me.
Yeah, like that's just how I would do it.
It's kind of how it's turned into.
I had one of those moments the other night. So this dude came up and he was like, hey, he's like, hey, it's my friend's birthday. We're popping bottles tonight. Can you play birthday song? And I was like, yeah, $20. And I said, put your money behind your mouth. And he goes, $20? What the fuck is you talking about? And I was like, all right, man. And so he went and sat back down. And at the end of the night, I went up to the bartender. I said, how many bottles were popped tonight? And she goes, none. And I said, well, you ain't got to lie to kick it. You ain't got to lie. We're popping bottles. It's my friend's birthday. Can you play birthday song?
The bartender's cracking open new bottles.
Yeah. Like, here it is, a bottle of beer. We're popping bottles of beer, maybe. Yeah, that shit though. I mean,
also, I don't play those kind of. I don't play that kind of. I don't do that kind of work.
I would play it, but it's not like a ridiculous request. I would play it, but I'm going to ask for you to take care of me as I'm taking care of you.
In that kind of a setting, like a top 40 open format bottle service type environment, it's totally acceptable to like, yeah, cool, your song request is going to cost $20.
But we're taking care of each other, and that's the point. Right. Like if the bartender serves you a drink, you take care of them.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you getting to me right away. Here, let me take care of you.
Like at my funk night last night, if you hit me with a funk song, like, or something even close to it, like, I got you.
I'm getting paid to do it. Yeah. No, I feel that.
You asked for an Earth, Wind, and Fire song, like, I got you. It's not a big deal.
Right. But you kind of
the birthday song, all of a sudden things change. Like, first of all, I'm not playing it unless you give me a significant tip.
Well, you set yourself up for failure because you told me I'm spending big money here.
Yes.
You walked into it like, hey, I want you to know, because I was talking to somebody in the booth at the time, and the guy interrupts me and goes, hey. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. Here's my in my mind. Okay, cool. Hey, just so you know, I'm spending a lot of money. We're popping bottles. Okay, cool. You've said all you need to say. You're dunking on all of us. We're popping bottles. We're having fun. We're having a good time.
I'm more important than whoever you're talking to because I'm spending money. I feel you.
And he said, not for nothing, but I'm trying to hear. And I was like,
I love a not for nothing, son.
Yeah.
I love it.
Not for nothing. We're spending money over here. And I was like, cool.
What the fuck?
I love it
for me.
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Show me. Yeah. Dunk on me. Dunk on me with all
Don't
that
fucking
cash,
pay me.
rich man. Like,
Rich boy.
Pay me
yeah,
while
yeah,
you're at it.
yeah. You want me to tell you you're cool? You're the fucking bee's knees here.
Yeah.
Let everyone know. Here's your
You're the
song.
bee's fucking knees.
Hey, my favorite thing is when somebody comes up to you and they say, "Hey, I know you hate this."
I had that the other night too, and I
Okay.
stopped the person right in their tracks, and I said, "Perfect. I'm glad we're on the same page. Thanks for coming out. I'll see you on the
Yeah.
dance floor." I stopped him right there, and the guy was like, and I was like, "That's it. Thank you."
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Ugh,
wild.
that's the
Again,
worst.
like, but I get it. Like, I don't play these sort of rooms. I don't play these sort of rooms, but I've been in these sort of rooms because that's where I work.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I totally understand why the response is that way. In fact, I've been that person. I've been the person to be like, "Hey man, play this song." Like I've done it myself and like gotten bruised by the DJ. Shout out to the homie Craig.
All right, so let's talk about this.
I mean, I've told this story like 3
Right,
times
right,
on
right,
the
right.
podcast, but
Right. No, but let's talk about this concept, because as a DJ now, in order for you to make a song request, what song would it be? What could you possibly want to hear where you're like, I have to hear this now?
now I felt like such a jerk, like, and such a nerd for doing this.
Right.
But at the time, I was on a Playboy Cardi kick.
Mm.
And
Weird.
yeah, for me, yeah. This is
Yeah,
before
that's very weird. Nate.
this is before the second album dropped.
This is
Okay.
weird. Bizarro, Neek.
So
Yeah.
I was into, well, I really liked the ASAP song, the Rocky song with it was on the, what fucking album was it on? It was
Is it
after
Bad,
it was
Bad Company?
Lamborghini High.
Yeah,
Banger.
Mickey High. Yeah.
And so I wanted to hear that song, but
That was
that
off the
sent me
ASAP
down.
Mob.
Yeah, it was on the
mixtape.
ASAP Mob mixtape.
Yeah.
That one and like I think Cardi's on that song. And so it sent me down like a Cardi rabbit hole.
Mm.
And so I was like, I remember asking, that's what I asked him to play. And this was before I really knew him, before I started like really like getting my like footing out here like that as a DJ. And I don't know why I did that. I asked him, I was like, yo, it was like the end of the night, so it totally would have been fine. But like
Not for nothing, but
not for nothing, but
Not for
like,
nothing,
do you
but
got any Cardi?
I know you hate
And he looked at
this.
me like
you were working or chilling?
I was working, dog. I was in uniform.
Oh.
Just a bad recipe all around. Like he looked at me like this. He goes, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And then just went right back to work. And
Love that.
at the time, I was like, "Wow, what a dick." Now I'm like, I get it. I would have did that too.
But that's an important lesson, though.
Yeah. Like
This
now looking
No,
back, like 'cause
anybody can
I
get
just
it.
talked to him for their Christmas episode, and he was like, "Yeah, you knew you fucked that up, though." And I was like, "Yeah, totally." Like, absolutely. Like that was me. I
This is the
shouldn't have
thing.
done that. I had no business asking you to play anything. That was stupid, especially as another DJ. Like, what the fuck is? That's probably what the actual reaction was. Like, you DJ,
do
and you're making a
DJ.
fucking request. Like, what are you doing? Like you're the last person that should be making a request right now.
This is the thing. Everyone should work in the service industry for at least 1 year.
Yeah.
Everyone should get checked like that at least once.
Yeah,
Because then you go home, and you be like,
Wait a minute.
I'm interrupting this person while they're at work.
100%. That's
Can
the
we
one.
rewind real quick though?
Yes,
Hold on.
yes.
Sorry, Colin. I don't.
We'll
mean to
get in
step
on
over,
that though. Yes.
Over on that though, but Neek, what would you have done if he played that song?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, give him a fucking handshake. Like,
Yeah,
Man,
but,
John.
are you making your own dance circle?
no.
Like, right? So
No,
what do you
like, that's
do?
what I'm
do
saying.
you do it?
I'm just gonna be a little
Yeah.
hyped to myself while I'm cleaning a table. Like back to work, just listening to a song that I like in the club for once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
for
here-
30 seconds because he's gonna quick mix it. Like,
Exactly.
what the fuck is the point? I don't know what my logic
Yeah, I
was.
don't know.
I thought maybe it was like gonna like create like some sort of like
When you
Yeah.
say it like that, Nick, it's like Obama dapping up the janitor. And you're like, you know what? He's looking out for this guy. This guy's just working. He's paying his bills. He just wants to hear a tune.
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Honestly, like I spend especially then when I was working, like that's all I was doing. So it was just like, give me one. Let me get one. Let me just get one. I'm here 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
Now, how did he see it?
Of all the people to ask me for a song, the busser that also says he's a DJ.
Also DJs. That's also a b-boy.
Wait,
he doesn't know that much about me.
Wait.
He doesn't know shit about me. Yeah.
Wait. Rewind.
Ironically, this is like my second or third time meeting him, but whatever.
Okay.
This is also
my hand is up.
I know. I
I'm sorry.
see it. Go ahead.
I just don't want to sound like I'm shitting on Crook. This is all my
No.
We're not taking it.
No. Did you lead off with, "Hey man, I'm a DJ too"?
No.
And I was just wondering.
No.
When did you slide that?
I don't even
morsel in
remember
there?
how I mentioned I was a DJ, because you guys know me. I don't like doing that. I don't like to introduce myself as other than my name, so let alone tell you about myself.
Hey, not for nothing, I'm a DJ as well.
Not for nothing, I'm a DJ too.
too.
Like, I never wanted to be that guy because I thought that was corny. So I don't know how it got brought up. I don't know if somebody was like,
did somebody come up and go, "Oh, he's a DJ"?
I don't remember what I did. Like, I think I just kind of like said something about his podcast or something he did. Like, "Hey man, I saw this. I'm also a DJ," or something like that. Like, tried my best to not make it corny, and then made the request later. Like, this was not the same interaction.
Oh, you went up and said, "Hey,
well,
I'm
I was
a DJ,"
bussing,
and then
I was
turned
bussing
around.
the booth. Like, they have a table in there, and that was my section. So
yeah,
it's not like I just walked up and was like, "Here's a networking opportunity." Like, it was my section. I needed to be there all night. So like, if he asked me, like, if he needed, like, you know,
Travis, like, this is what happened. Travis, Neek went up. Crooked was DJing. Neek goes up and goes, "Just so you know, I do it too," and then walked off. And then about 15-20 minutes go by, and he comes back up and he goes, "So anyways,
how about some Cardi?"
You fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding me? This is the most embarrassing story too. It's like,
there was 2 interactions. That's what blows my fucking mind. There was an initial interaction that established dominance. "Hey, I'm a DJ."
Yeah.
And then that was it. There was no asking of anything.
It wasn't, I mean, essentially, like, the clip
some time went
of
by.
that interaction is, "Hi, I'm Nico, I'm a DJ." There was some other shit in there that made it less awkward, but essentially that's what it was. And then the second or like later interaction was like, "It's the end of the night. Can I get some Cardi?" And like, I didn't say it like that, but I was like, "Do you have some Playboy Cardi?" I don't know how I asked it, but I know in my mind, even then, that like, this isn't going to go over well.
Did you lift up his headphone? Hey.
You know what's funny is like I have friends that DJ in that room. So even back then, like Four Eyes was DJing there. Obi-Wan was DJing in there.
Yeah.
And those are older guys who like play stuff that I like at the end of the night or in the beginning.
They would have taken that request.
I don't know if they would have taken a Cardi request, but they play something for the homies. Always.
Right.
Something that I'm like gonna enjoy. And I like Crook's DJ. I think he's one of the more forward.
He gets it.
Open
he
format
gets it.
DJs. Like he's in the lane where he plays the big songs, but he'll also hit you with a new song before it's like huge, or you know, like he'll try, like, at least that's what I've gathered from hearing his sets at the club.
Right.
It sounds a little bit different than the regular stuff. So I don't know. I just, at the time, I thought it wasn't outside of the realm to just ask if he had a Cardi song, and I shouldn't have. I just
it's the whole interaction is bizarre. The fact that you even told him you're a DJ, I would never picture that for you. And the fact that you'd asked for Cardi, I would double never picture that for you. I'm like, I don't think this was Neek. I don't even think. I'm not convinced
this whole
that was
interaction is so outside of myself.
Yeah.
And I hate that was our first interaction, but I also am so glad he doesn't remember.
It's full circle now. Yeah. Now you can go up there and he's like, "Hey, Neek, I'm still not going to play Cardi for you."
I'm still not going to. Not a chance.
Oh, that's so bizarre. I mean, we've all had those moments, though. But I mean, Travis, what song would it take for you to go up there and say something? Hey, I was just wondering if you could play. It's got to be something obscure or off the wall, because like now, Neek, Travis, we've been in the field for a fucking minute.
Right.
Even the obscure shit to you doesn't even tickle your fancy anymore.
Right.
I was just thinking about that yesterday. That's funny.
If it's like, oh, if you guys walked up and you were like, hey, can you play Steve Monite, Only You? It'd be like, no. Like that's not going to move the pulse for you.
Mm-hmm.
For a lot of people, they'd be like, yo, this is fucking incredible. I can't believe he's playing this. What is the song? Let me Shazam it, whatever. But your song request would have to be so fucking obscure to even scratch that itch for you.
Yeah.
I don't think the DJ would have what you're looking for.
Yeah, no.
That's so funny. I was thinking yesterday, because like again, I'm playing funk night, and I'm like, how obscure am I supposed to go here? Like, because like if it's funk, like, and it's 5 hours of funk, so like I don't want to sound like a wedding. Right. I also want people to know some songs, but I also want to play some cool shit for the heads.
Mm-hmm.
And but I can't play like a full set for the heads, like, because then everybody's like, what the fuck are we listening to in here? Like, it's cool, but I don't know anything.
It's a class at that point.
Yeah, and I don't want to be a teacher up there because that's corny.
Right.
So like, I don't know, man. That's and then now the heads, like us, we have our songs that are basically popular songs to us, like within the scene. Like Steve Monite is a great example. Like anybody who like has like a nerdy like thing with music will fuck with Only You, or at least knows it or knows about it.
Right.
Or like that Brazilian song that got popular because Kanye and Pharrell were
the Kanye joint. Yeah.
Which one?
That one where they were at the fashion show. I can't think.
I was just listening to
the one that they were listening to when they were
because they sampled it for Kanye.
Yeah.
And
YouTube, go ahead and sound off on that one.
Yeah. But everybody, like, now the heads are all in there. So like, you know, the Sleeping on Gems will post these songs. And
right.
So like,
yeah.
I wouldn't request one of those, but like if you played it, I'd be like, cool. Like I wouldn't be. To me, it's outstanding Gap Band. Like it's in the same vein. Like it's just a popular song now in my psyche. I know it's not.
Yeah, it's not so much requesting a song. It's just more of hoping that the DJ is gonna play some off the wall shit.
Right.
And that's what it is, right? So Colin, like,
I have one.
I'll go out. Say what?
I have one. I have a song.
What is it?
Go on.
What a Fool Believes. Always.
Okay.
That but it's just because I would always like to hear that. Not that it's super obscure. A good DJ would have that in their arsenal.
Right.
To me, somebody that's been out there for a minute would be like, oh, Doobie Brothers, here it is. You know? That's only moving it for me.
With that song last night, I ended it with the Kenny Loggins version.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
But it's like, all right, cool. I'm not going to go up there and be like, hey, man, do you have Genuine Pony? Because that does nothing. That doesn't fill my bucket.
Right.
You know? I think we all have that song. Like we'd be stoked if somebody played Can We Talk?
Yeah.
You know, like
what's crazy about Can We Talk is that it happens at I feel like it's just popular now. It's kind of like the Ghost Town DJs thing.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. It's like the go-to brunch song right now.
Right.
Like it's a fucking cool song that has like a viral thing going on right now.
And everybody knows the words to the chorus.
Like I wasn't mad at the Ghost Town DJs thing, like when everybody was doing the dance. I thought I just think when you add a dance to something, it gets corny. Yeah. But I love that song so much that I wasn't really hating on it that much.
Right.
It's a crate saver, to be honest.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like it's a Calvin Harris type song where you're like, what do I play? Smash the button, Ghost Town DJs.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, like, because I had to play it the other day and I was like, damn, this song's, it's not a blender. That's a drop on the one. It's like 130 BPM.
It's 130. Yeah.
That's why you got that, like, thank God it has that like slow intro, because you're just gonna drop it.
Yeah.
I got an intro outro for you. I'll give it to you.
I got one too.
Yeah.
It's 130. What the fuck are you playing to blend it?
I mean, but for us though, it's like Sean Paul temperature.
Yeah.
Cuddy and Steve Aoki,
Okay.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire September goes great with those drums for
Mhm.
My Boo underneath it.
Mhm.
Like,
or you do a
play
social
September
death based
into My
all star.
yeah, always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like
September's 127.
Yep.
in like a club?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Because September is a TikTok song now.
Oh shit.
It's like gimme, gimme, gimme.
Okay, so it's not like completely out of whack to play that.
Right.
Okay, because I'm like, damn, these clubs are cool.
Right.
Open
And
format
then-
as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, then you got your like future March Madness is 120. You have your future Mood at Dough 135, right?
Okay, cool. So
So there-
there's like
132,
more
130.
contemporary
Yeah.
around there.
songs that you
Yeah.
can
And
play on
then
that one.
and then even the NERD everybody knows remix is what 130, 135 about.
Okay,
It's
so
quick.
There's
So,
a lot of
yeah.
contemporary songs that are at that pace.
Yeah.
It's quick. But that goes back to last week what we were talking about, how there's not new club rap for that.
Correct. And I think it's gonna come back sooner than we think, because
Like dancey.
yeah, I think these record labels in the fact that the Grammys got postponed. I think these record labels are gonna start pushing out these newer stuff.
I definitely want to talk about postponage.
Let's
Is
talk
that a
about
word? Postponage?
it. It
Postponage.
is postponing. Postponing.
A lot of postponing happening in Vegas.
Shit,
Come
everywhere. Yeah.
Talk about
Everyone is
it.
postponing. So poning, is that what I just said? Poning?
Poning.
Everyone is postponing.
Everybody is poning.
Adele
Jump
postponed her-
on it.
Jump on Postponing.
Your concert postponed.
Stupid. I almost made the whole song. In my mind, I just started going off. My first verse.
That's the clip right there, though.
That's the clip.
That's the clip. Yeah. So Adele postponed her residency. There's a big hubbub with Caesars, thinking that it
Okay.
might just get canceled.
People flying from all over the world, literally from the ends of the earth,
The ends.
to see this woman sing for an exorbitant amount of money.
Yeah.
This is a rich person show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
This
It
is
is.
not a Joe Blow show. The nosebleeds are how much, Nick? Like what, 3K?
Yeah, it was insane.
What?
Like, how the fuck?
Hold on. Hold on.
Yo.
What?
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I didn't know it was like that for the nosebleed.
Nosebleeds, like 3
Oh man.
stacks.
Dude, they're insane.
No Andre.
No,
They're
Andre.
seriously.
It's not cheap. And
Yeah.
I think it was affordable when it dropped, but the scalpers just scooped all that shit right away
Yeah.
and then flipped it. It's like Bad Bunny. You're not going to get a cheap Bad Bunny ticket.
Right.
No, not a chance.
It's not happening.
I'm trying to find. I have somewhere a screenshot of these prices. Here we go. For like, these are insane. So what section is this? This is section 103, which is like, okay, so like floor seats basically on stage level. We're looking at like
32, 47, $69,000. That's a joker's price at the end. Somebody just wanted to put 69. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That doesn't go overlooked. I appreciate your humor. and if you get that, bless up.
Yes, for
To see Adele, like, yo, she's an incredible
No, that's
voice.
yes. Everything you're about to say it.
I'm not dissing Adele. She's an incredible voice.
you can't diss Adele.
Does she write her songs too? I don't know shit about Adele.
I'm
We'll just
pretty
say for the sake
positive
of
that the
conversation,
woman
she's a
writes
singer
her own
songwriter.
songs.
She's a musical fucking genius.
Yes.
Genius.
She has the voice of an angel. She can make any grown man
I ain't paying
weep.
30K for shit.
Not for nothing.
Not for nothing. I don't think Michael Jackson at the Super Bowl was $30,000.
No,
I don't think Michael Jackson's history tour was $30,000.
I think the Super Bowl tickets were almost that much that year.
Then 30,000?
Okay.
No,
Inflation, to add inflation onto it, then yeah, right?
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't think 30,000 though. That's absurd.
No, to add inflation to hit that 30,000.
Like them, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I can't. I'd have to do a number crunch to find out what the ticket prices were back then, and then for inflation. But like 30,000 to see a show seems
that's crazy.
Fucking absurd.
That's crazy. And you're in Vegas too. Oof.
Bro,
would y'all pay $30K to see anyone that's alive right now?
Nope.
No.
Would you pay $10K to see anyone that's alive?
No.
Nope.
Would you pay a G to see anyone that's alive?
Nope.
No, you're not paying $1,000 to see anyone that's alive right now.
No.
500? 500?
I didn't. No, I didn't even pay close to that to see Stevie Wonder.
I got my Jay-Z tickets for free, so I'm no.
But what would you?
I got my Drake
for them?
tickets for free.
What would you have paid for the Jay-Z?
100.
Max.
Did you pay 2?
No.
You've never paid more than $100 for a show.
No.
I think it's absurd to ask for more than $100 for 2 hours of my life. Like to watch a show.
I paid like $150 for Fleetwood.
Okay, I'll go $150.
That's never. It's like never gonna happen again. You know, it's like one of those. Like, yeah,
$150 is reasonable.
Yeah,
it's gotta be a killer.
Those are floor seats.
That's sick.
In Vegas.
How much was the Rage? How much were the Rage Against the
Portland.
Machine tickets?
Rage $150.
How much was Dan in Vegas? We saw in Vegas.
Dan was hundo.
Okay,
but it's never gonna happen again. Or it will. But like, you know, it's a moment. But a festival lineup, you're easily looking at 3 to 7.
Yeah, and most of the times 1,000.
Yeah, Coachella, G off
for the
top.
good ones, for the big ones, you know.
G off top, and then I saw the cheapest hotel room was.
But see, that's multiple.
$3K.
That's multiple people though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Multiple people. I get that.
All right, I'm throwing this in right now. Y'all said no. How much for Frank? How much for Frank?
Oh, just for a Frank show?
See, I'm going over
30K. I'm going 30K.
See, there it is.
30K to see Frank. It is. Here's my thing. Frank is. I would pay more than usual to go see Frank. My cap, $300.
$350 for floor seats. You're saying no?
Yeah, I'll do it.
See, everybody's got a price.
That's it though. If I get $350 for a floor seat to see Frank, yes.
All right, $650, but you get a kiss on the forehead during self-control.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the clip right there. Nick's reaction to a kiss on the forehead during self-control, and zoom in on that motherfucker's face because he was like,
me like
$650. He doesn't cry until he gets kissed on the forehead, and it's just one tear rolls down.
Just one tear.
And the camera zooms in on him for the whole stadium. Brad got to sit on stage. Why can't Nick get a kiss on the forehead?
Why can't I get a kiss on the forehead?
That's true.
You said cheek it first. You're trying to bump it up.
I was trying to bump up the real
$650.
estate.
I'll give you that. Yo, he's like, I'm gonna give you a kiss on the forehead, and Nick turned his cheek up real quick at the last minute.
Hey, we're here.
Self-control.
I don't know. 350 is my honestly 350 is like the absolute max.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for a concert, dude. Like, and it's kind of the same thing as Adele. Like, Frank ain't up there singing and dancing and like just singing, playing piano,
sitting down, listening in headphones.
Sometimes on the floor. Like,
yeah.
I'm not fucking paying $600 for that. I'm not paying $1,000. Like some of these prices, I'm like, why? It's not that. It's not. I'll just watch.
Wait a minute. Were the headphones his in ears?
Yes. He didn't have in ears. He did the cans.
He has the big
did
the whole band did cans. That was like part of the aesthetic.
Okay. That's pretty dope.
It's cool.
Foo Fighters was $120, by the way.
That's
but
fair.
It was GA floor. I think I paid $200 for Kanye.
Concerts are just getting way too expensive.
$175 for Drake and Future. What a time to be alive. I remember that. TJ told me.
And also, like, regular concerts obviously aren't like.
It's a rich person's game across the board now.
Like, to see someone like ultra famous, it's gonna cost you a fucking lot for no reason.
Yeah.
Like it's just not fucking fun. That's not cool. Like you should be able to buy nosebleeds at a fucking Adele concert for no problem.
Right.
I mean, we were looking at those Kanye seats. Those were $350. Kanye and Drake.
Like,
I'm glad we didn't.
But then they dropped down to $50 the day of, though.
They added the high up.
Yeah.
The way up on Blessed package.
The free Larry Hoover
yeah. Where you just they give you the opera glasses.
Yeah.
I'm about to bring the opera glasses back. I'm gonna be going out to the club with the opera glasses.
You guys know I hate Kanye talk, but I saw a very funny TikTok yesterday in regards to his new girlfriend.
Go on.
She's
Uncut Gems.
Yeah. Well, she's in
Julia Fox.
Julia Fox.
Yeah.
She's been wearing the same outfit for like a week.
Yeah, she has been. That's so funny. She has been.
It's
and I haven't even seen anything like about that being a joke. She really has been.
Yeah, somebody just like posted it. Yes, I just saw it. I shouldn't say they just posted. I don't know when they posted it, but they're like, "Yo, Kanye must have went through her closet and just been like, I approve of one thing in here.
Yeah."
Yeah, this is it, and we'll just work from here because everything else is garbage. And she's like, all right.
Nah, she was like, I'll be homeless with you, Kanye.
Yeah.
I'll live out of a backpack.
Yeah, right. Maybe that's what it is.
That's probably what it is.
Someone said that this is just a Balenciaga ad, the whole thing.
It is.
Yeah, of course.
That they haven't announced it or anything, that it's for Balenciaga.
That was a commercial that they were doing.
Well, this is what I was talking about.
It's not a real couple then,
none
right?
Of this, no.
This is just.
Well,
I mean, I'm sure they're hanging.
Kim and Pete aren't real, are they?
I don't know.
Pete fucks them all.
Pete
does he?
Yeah, dude.
Peter Piper. Peter Piper.
You got to look up his fucking track record, bro.
I see his track record, but
you don't know if he's like real.
There's a part of me that thinks that this whole Kim thing is a scam.
Well, that's what I was talking about when we were talking about Kanye earlier, like the last time. And I was like, I don't know any of this shit's real. This could all be a fake. This is all just be
an album rollout.
Yeah, like it's all. I feel like everything they do is like not real. Like I don't know. Like we wouldn't know what's actually real in their life.
Right.
It's all nonsense. But
right. And they were saying or Kanye was saying how he wasn't invited to Chicago's birthday. But then somebody did a IG story and they were filming the whole party. And there's Kanye talking to Chris.
You were there, dude.
It's Kanye talking to Chris. Just
a
natural conversation.
Like as they should, I guess. It's his mother-in-law. I don't know, dude.
So that's why I think this is all.
It's all a bunch of
stunty
nonsense. It's the fucking Kardashians. Like their whole shtick is
stunty,
fake reality. So like,
how did they pick the people though? I mean,
Kanye's got a lot of money.
Actor and actress. They did pick an actor and actress to be the boyfriend and girlfriend.
Well, see with the whole
This is sound very tinfoil right away. This is sound very tinfoil.
Oh no, very much so.
Yeah.
The whole Pete thing. Pete had that rollout for the him and Miley's New Year's thing.
Yeah, well, Pete
right in the middle of it.
Yeah, he kind of works out like perfectly, like with his reputation of just like catching a smoke when she's like heartbroken. And then with Kanye and this girl, she's supposed to be like notoriously dating billionaires all the time.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's kind of so.
Hey, not for nothing. Julia Fox looked good though.
Not for nothing.
Not for nothing. She kind of looks regular in the face.
She looked good though.
But she's got a future behind her.
She looked good. I see what you did there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's looking a little thick on the bottom. A little bottom heavy, that one. So I get it.
All right. Speaking of entertainment, Ozark season 4.
Halfway through. It's good. It's slow. It's a slow burn.
That's how it always is.
Great soundtrack. Great. So Ozark and Euphoria are killing it right now on the music direction.
Yes, they are.
We definitely need to talk to Daisy Odell next week about that as a music director and see what she thinks, because I'm here for all these shows that are
Hey, you
adding
see?
dope music.
Did you see the new Euphoria, new episode?
Yesterday's episode?
I haven't
Yes.
seen yesterday's.
I haven't either. But
Yesterday's episode is I would say the
doozy.
first 15 minutes of it is very musically driven.
I'm excited to
it's
peep
great.
it. I got home last night after work, so I didn't get to watch it yet. But I mean, no shit. I got home at like 3 a.m., so I didn't get to watch it. Let me
Yeah,
clarify that
yeah.
sentence was stupid. But I did make time to watch my new anime episodes. So
Okay, of course.
Anime,
Wait a minute,
man.
which one are you on right now?
right now I am watching Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan.
Demon Slayer. Yes, Demon Slayer is
So sick.
still high on my list.
Once you guys are done with Ozark, I suggest starting.
I'm going to Attack on Titan after that.
You guys should do it together. You guys should
I'll
go
start
on this
Attack
journey
on Titan.
together.
I do like Demon Slayer though, man. Fuck.
Demon Slayer. Have you watched some Demon Slayer?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah! The new
Mhm.
season's sick. It's fucking
Yeah, I haven't
cool.
seen any of it.
I'm really into the. I don't want to get too nerdy. I'll expose myself, but
No. Be exposed.
the Hashira guys are fucking sick, bro. Like they're just cool as shit. And this new guy, he's fucking cool. He's so the Demon Slayer Corps, they're cool. And
Yeah.
these are the top guys in the
Yeah.
corps, guys and girls. But this dude they're fucking with right now, he is so tight. He's got drip. He's a ninja. He's like one of the last ninja on the planet, and he wears like diamonds off his face.
Oh yeah.
He's got 3 wives. He's always talking about like beating people's ass with style and flash. Like he's tight as fuck. And
So
he's like he's got 3
like
wives.
Afro Samurai.
Kind of, but like Afro Samurai was never like outwardly like I'm a stylish dude. He was just badass. Like this dude is outwardly like I'm fly. Like everything has to be fly. Even the way I whoop your ass has to be fly. Like my 3 wives, they'll come and whoop your ass because I taught them to be like that. But they got to do it. Like he's always like the Flash is priority.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not gonna do this if it doesn't fly. Like he's cool as fuck. He's got like drip. Like he's got diamonds hanging from his headband. Like he's sick as fuck.
Oh hell yeah. Okay, I'll start watching that one.
It's cool as shit. It's season 4, but it's just cool. It's Demon Slayer is the shit. I thought it was gonna be corny as fuck when I first started. It's fucking rad.
Hell yeah.
Attack on Titan is much more serious, but
Attack on Titan is serious as fuck.
Serious as fuck, but it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna peep it.
I love the direction of this episode.
NFL probably had the best weekend that it's ever had.
A lot of upsets.
A lot of upsets, a lot of great games that came down to the wire. We saw the Rams beat Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is crazy.
You know AB's at home like, I fucking told y'all.
Well, AB did post a picture of him without a shirt on, holding up a sign that says Tampa Bay just got eliminated. So there's that. After he posted earlier in the day a picture of him and Tom Brady.
You know what?
I love AB.
I put AB in the category of crazy and weird.
Right.
And he's still more in the weird category more so than the crazy category for me because
he's speaking very intelligently about all the shit that he's doing.
Like now that I figured out why his reasoning behind why he just kind of walked out on the team, and they're kind of denying the fact that that's what happened. Like outwardly, like no, we just told him to leave. Like it just doesn't add up,
right?
And like because he said he left because his extension or whatever was coming up. And it was dependent on how many touchdowns. So they wanted to stop him from getting plays. And so when they pulled him out so that his bench could get to play instead of him get the touchdown, so he didn't get his fucking bonus or whatever. That's what it was. It was a bonus.
Yeah, his bonus.
He got pissed and left. Mm-hmm. And he did say, he's like, I shouldn't have left that way. But, emotions.
Yeah.
So they did kind of play him out, and then he kind of called out Tom Brady. He's like, Tom Brady's friend likes me because I'm good at football. Like he let me stay at his house because I'm good at the game. Like,
right.
Like, it is what it is. Like, people are like trying to say that I quit on Tom, but Tom, like, I'm only benefiting him because we're only friends because I'm a good football player.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what's really the loyalty
Mm-hmm.
or something, like, which is kind of a valid point. Like, it's
he makes good points. The way that he goes about making his points are not what
it's not.
everybody
Yeah,
should
that's what I
agree
mean. That's
with.
like he probably shouldn't have gone about it that way. He could have just walked to the back and just called it, but like he
Yeah.
didn't have to put on a whole display. But we gonna do what we do.
It's true.
We love being the star of the show.
Yeah. And now they're eliminated, and now the Rams are going to the NFC Championship game.
Shout out to OBJ.
Hey, this is what I was about to get to too. OBJ lost half of his salary because he took it in Bitcoin.
We can talk about that all day.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Me and Colin know all about that.
Let's talk about it, please.
I'll rejoin the convo on that.
Welcome back, Colin.
Shit, bro.
OBJ lost half of his salary because he took it in Bitcoin. Speak on it.
Here's the thing. All of this future tech is so incredibly vulnerable.
Yeah.
And anyone that's buying this shit will absolutely tell you. You could get Gary Vee on the horn. He'd be like, yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking vulnerable. That's NFTs, crypto, X, Y, and Z. The fucking stock market. It's gambling.
Yeah.
And you're playing with what you can afford to lose.
Yeah.
It's just a bad investment. Just take the fucking cash, my guy.
Money. Take the fucking money.
Poor guy bruised himself.
Take the money, man.
Easily. Just take the cash. If someone's offering me cash or an NFT for my DJ set.
What are you going to take? The NFT? Call in.
NFT is not paying the rent, baby.
That's the thing, bro. Like, okay,
not.
maybe I'll do one. But I'm not going to take like all my gigs for the year in NFTs and Bitcoin. I'll do.
Look at all these pictures. This is what I work for.
Like, the only people I know that are like really caking off this shit are the people who are full 100% invested into it.
Right.
Who are 100% on top of it every fucking day.
This is what TJ told me on the phone today. He said, by the time it gets down to us, the ship's already sailed.
Yeah. And that's kind of been the case with us, who've been like kind of casually investing into it.
Yeah.
I know for sure, like, the money I put into it, like, is not, I haven't even made, it's gone. Like, I'm just kind of waiting around to get my money back on it because I'm too casual. Like, I'm not jumping on things early on when, what I mean? I don't know. By the time I jump in, it's already popping.
So this is casual talk, right? That we're having, right? So this is a non-casual talk. Okay. So here it goes. So on November 12th, Odell Beckham Jr. signed a deal with the Rams worth $750,000. He announced that he would take it in Bitcoin. At the time, Bitcoin was worth $64,000. Today, it's worth $35,000. Today, that deal is worth $412,000 or $413,000. Odell will be taxed on $750,000 federal, and California state tax will be 50%. So that means as of now, Odell has netted $36,000 from the Rams of his contract this year.
Fuck.
Yeah.
If you keep the money in, you won't get taxed on it. That's the only fucking thing. And hope for the bounce back.
That shit there.
Bitcoin did go down to 32,000 within the last 24 hours for a sec. And it's back up to 36 now. But
that sucks.
That's
you have to be so into it and so like informed on how because you could lose your ass if you're just it's unregulated. You don't know what the fuck's going on. If you're not like fully in, you could really lose your ass.
But who is determining how it goes? Who's determining how it goes up and down if it's not regulated?
It's automated. Like it's so
it is regulated.
That's the whole point, is that it's not government regulated.
So who regulates it?
I don't know. know. Again, casual. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I know.
But as far as I know, it's like it's automated and it's based on like the people purchasing and selling it. Like it's kind of its own thing. It's like an algorithm.
Yeah.
To my understanding, I could be completely off base and just talking that completely out of my ass. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no clue.
So on that note, we should stop talking about it. I just know I feel bad for OBJ.
Yes.
I don't feel bad for OBJ because he made a bad decision. That's on him. But to go from 750K to 35K is a fucking bummer, dude.
I mean, he did think it was the future, but that's just his.
That's the $1 million domain, bro. We
But
thought
that's
it was
just his
the future.
football salary, though. That's not including.
He's good. He's good. He's
his
still got
apparel,
money.
His Nike and stuff. So
He's got plenty of money from old contract. Like he's chilling.
yeah.
I hope
he's got hella sponsorships and whatnot.
he's not bankrupt. Like he's fine.
No, he's fine.
He just lost a good amount of money.
A good amount of money. And
It's a
and
gamble.
he only did a one year contract too. So
Yeah, like he'll hopefully make that back.
yeah.
I mean, that's close to $1 million. He lost out a lot of money there.
Yeah.
It's a gamble.
That's the $1 million domain.
But he was still getting paid. But he was still.
You think it's the future, and then you fucking lose your ass on something dumb.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
It's a gamble.
It's the game.
He knew that. It's a gamble.
Yeah.
This is funny money.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
This is funny money.
100%.
Our idea of like 20, 30 bucks, whatever, is
his
this
salary right there.
You think so?
Oh, 100%.
750K is funny money for him.
Yeah.
You got to add in all his other
You don't think
endorsement
he's been
deals.
Endorsements.
You don't think he's pissed off that he lost that much money? That's close to $1 million.
I think he's upset too, but at the same time, he's got so many.
I mean,
so much
he's
more
not
money coming through.
He's
though.
fine. He's gonna be fine. He's got a lot more money coming in, but I would be so fucking hot.
Has he been fined for that much before?
No.
How much is a fucking like? I know NBA players get fined between like 10 and 50K depending on how bad it is.
Yeah, that's how it is in the NFL too.
So like getting fined 600K, like that's
But he hasn't gotten fined this year though.
No, he's been good this year.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't worn a Richard Mille watch on the field.
Oh my god,
Remember that?
You wore that fucking crazy watch on the field.
Yeah.
That was a $14,000 fine.
$14. Okay,
like,
see
that, like the money is like
that's play money, and I'm pretty sure Richard Mille gave him that money for the fine.
That's the thing. When you're that fucking loaded and popular, you get everything for free.
He got the fine for not wearing pants that covered his knees as well.
Was that this year?
2019.
Oh shit!
Sick.
And then he got fined for wearing the cleats dedicated to Craig Sager.
Oh yeah, because those cleats broke
that.
the color code.
It looks like they're handing out the fine, and then the dog peeing celebration.
Oh yeah, that was in New York.
That was another 12K. So we're up to almost 50K here.
But see, we're talking about different seasons here.
Right.
We're talking about fines that have already been paid and swept under the rug.
His net worth is 77 mil.
It's a lot of money.
Chump change.
You could have been 78.
We're literally talking change.
Could have
right
been
now.
78. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would be upset. I know he's not hurting, but I would be upset.
Yeah, but I mean,
where it currently stands, he's at 25 over the course of his contract, 77 mil.
Okay.
So 125.
I know he's upset. I know he's like, fuck, that was a bad idea, but fuck it.
Does he have to pull it though? He doesn't have to pull it.
No, if you just, that's why he did it this way.
It's sitting there.
Yeah,
it's probably like he doesn't. The other thing is,
and this is just from. We got to realize this too. This is just from the Rams contract this year.
Yeah,
right.
He still has a Browns contract this year.
Yeah, like he's still.
Yeah, this is just play money. Literally,
and so
play
like
money
to
right now.
it literally like he played this season just to have a fucking strong footing in Bitcoin.
Yeah,
and right now. Like he's down, but who's to say in the future if he?
But
then
then add on to
really cash out,
and then add on to your bonuses too. The bonuses that he's getting for being in the playoffs, bonuses that he's getting for advancing in the playoffs, bonuses that he's getting for
I guess we're just
catching
kind
like
of
multiple
looking at
balls
this
of
kind of
playoffs.
short-sighted to be like,
Yeah.
he lost a shit ton of money, but if Bitcoin goes up in 5 years and he makes way more than that, like
exactly. This is just money sitting there for him. So
It's
oh god,
fucking
the
crazy.
5-on-5
Odell.
boys talking
we need to put Odell on the podcast.
cryptocurrency.
Talking about the zoo, talking about crypto.
What the fuck is this episode?
We need Odell on the
Adele.
podcast, man.
We talked about
but we're
Adele
getting Daisy
and
Odell.
We talked about
Should
Adele,
we, should we
Odell.
have tech talk?
And
Should
now
we
we're
talk
getting
about
Daisy.
backing up your library and updating your Serato and things like that?
Oh my god,
that's boring.
I
talk,
hate
but,
it here.
Hey, back up your Serato. Back up your hard
back
drives.
up your library. I'm gonna do a
Man.
tutorial on Instagram here pretty soon.
Yeah,
How I do it.
we got Daisy Odell on the show next week.
Hey boys, do we need to add a
Super
song real quick though before we leave?
Oh,
One from each of us.
Yeah, let's
do it. We never add our own music.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Go to your playlist of whatever the most recent song is that you've saved on Spotify. How about that?
Yes.
Or the last song you Shazammed. We could do it that way.
So last song that I searched on my Spotify was "So Tell the Girls That I'm Back in Town" by J.J. Johnson. That's the last song.
So Tell the Girls I'm Back in Town by Travis Jones.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Nick.
I have my last two are very funny because they're just wildly different. It's Can't Hide Love by JP Morgan. It's a cover of yeah. So that's mine. And then the one after that is Puya Turns 27.
Oh, weird. Okay.
It's like a Miami bass instrument. It's the instrumental too. So
Oh, it is.
yeah.
Okay, hold on.
It's kind of cool.
Wait a minute. What's the first song again?
JP Morgan, like JAYE middle initial P.
Okay.
And the song is Can't Hide Love. I can't remember whose stream I got that on. I think I got that on Epic's stream.
Cover of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
My last two, Red Lean Freestyle by Beat King.
Oh, yeah, I love that song.
Mm-hmm. And then Bruno Bruno space BE. Breathe.
Gonna say Bruno Mars.
Wait a minute, what B King song? Sorry.
Red Lean Freestyle.
Yep. And then Bruno Mars.
Bruno B. Breathe Me. BREATHEHME.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm going I should say this. I'm going to a concert tonight, so I'll report back next week. Going to see Washed Out and Brigitte, who Nick put me on to.
That's gonna be a cool show. I'm jealous. I should go to a show. I haven't been to a show in a minute.
Go to a show.
Go to a show. Go to an affordable show, guys.
Go to a show.
Spend $60 on a ticket.
$60,000.
And just go see something cool. Go enjoy music live. That's not from a DJ.
Do it.
But also sometimes go support your DJs. But
also
you know,
from a
go
DJ.
support your DJs.
But you know, occasionally go support your actual musicians. Because we wouldn't have a job without those people. So
Neat, give the listeners something for Vegas. What's going on in Vegas? Like Tim Jones's party.
Let's Be Friends, always fucking crack it. And Sounding Color and Cricket's Playhouse by DJ Cricket. Obviously Paradise Fever. We will be back in April. Potentially with some changes that are tentative. So, but as of now, we'll be back in April. And shout out to P Dot, always has a party.
P Dot. Shout out P Dot on his sorry, Nick, to interrupt you. Shout out P Dot on his review for the Rev.
Yeah.
that he
So
did
P
on.
Dot's back doing his YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
And he's got like 4 parties a week out here.
He
He's
does.
doing his fucking thing. Shout out to Yoli and all the people over at
Yes.
Emporium.
Yes.
They always have incredible planning. So if you're ever at Area 15, go stop at the arcade bar Emporium. There's always incredible DJs on that lineup.
Or stop
Oddwood.
at Omnia too, where Yoli is, right?
Yeah, she'll pop up all over like Tau group clubs. So Omnia, Hakkasan, Jewel, she'll pop up around there. But I think she does have either she just had one or has a date coming up in Omnia. Yeah, Oddwood. Check out all the DJs there. They have P Dots there, JDHD, Andy Uops, Wisdom, who we're gonna have on the show very soon. Check out Teen Wolf and all his parties. At Corduroy and the Nerd. There's so many places to be.
Go check out Crespo's. Go check out his schedule because he's going to be in Vegas coming up a lot in the next couple weeks. So
I just saw Vega. Vega was out here this last weekend.
Vegas, shout out Vega.
Seattle in the building. He was just here. He played a really cool set. Yeah, there's so many things to do out here. There's so many things going on. Me and Colin might be doing a set. We're working on a little shindig because he's gonna happen to be in town. So
working on it.
I don't want to put it out yet because I haven't locked it down officially, but
we'll have more information as it gets closer.
Yes. So it's gonna be a thing. So hopefully we can do more. What's going on out there? Fuck Vegas. What's happening in Portland?
Same old, man. We're just DJ nonstop. Men on vacation Thursdays over at District. Travis has Saturdays over at Two Wrongs.
Fucking Motown on Mondays.
You can see us any night of the week for the most part, really. Except for Wednesdays.
Literally the 2 hardest working DJs in Portland.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you got to take the bag while it's on the table.
Yeah,
love that.
Yeah,
that's it.
And the bag's been on the table.
Bag's been on the
fantastic.
Table. Yeah. I got a wedding. I'm DJing a wedding coming up on the 5th. You got to come correct to get me in dress clothes. So they did. And that's going to be fun. You'll be able to hear Usher. Yeah. Usher and Lil Jon. Yeah. But no, man, like it's good. Everything is good, and I'm glad we get to do these catch-ups, once every so often on the podcast because I feel like we get to listen usually and we get to talk a lot more on this. So
literally just talking about any and everything. This is our phone conversations throughout the week.
Yeah.
This is it. Yeah. This is it. Yeah.
This is how we communicate with each other off air. So this is kind of funny to put it in recording and realize that we literally talk about fucking dog shit nothing. Thank you guys for listening.
If there's no outstanding grievances, I think we can motion towards wrapping up.
R.I.P. Meatloaf. There you go.
R.I.P. Meatloaf.
There's a grievance right there.
Louis Anderson. R.I.P. Louis Anderson.
R.I.P. Louis Anderson.
Great story about Louis Anderson. Louis Anderson was out with Eddie Murphy in the Midwest years ago after they did a comedy show together. They went out to dinner. Louis Anderson showed up, I guess, by himself. Eddie showed up with him and like 4 or 5 security guards. Louis Anderson broke away to talk to the server and said, "Go ahead and put this on my credit card." And when the bill came out, Eddie Murphy was floored and said, "No one has ever offered to pay for my bill. I would like to put you in a little movie I'm working on called Coming to America."
That is fucking cool.
Yeah. So Louis said, "That's just my Midwest hospitality. That's what we do," and didn't even think twice about it.
Yeah.
So,
let it be said that whether or not you believe in karma, good things do come back to you. Good behavior comes back to you. Acts of like kind gestures do come back to you, and sometimes immediately. So make it a point to do something nice for your fellow human beings occasionally, if not often.
Yeah. And this one too, Derek Carter posted this a while ago. His trip with Louis Anderson, he flew across from him, said Louis bought him a beer, cheese and crackers, and 2 Cliff Bars on the flight. He asked Louis Anderson, does pineapple go on pizza?
He said no.
No pineapple on pizza.
Absolutely.
So we can rest assured that Louis all aligns with us gentlemen that believe pineapple does not go on pizza. Rest in peace to the legend.
Rest in peace, man.
The fucking legend.
Rest in peace.
More good things, like Neek said. More good karma and more paying it forward. We will be back next week. I'm stoked for next week's episode. I have a grip of questions.
That's gonna be insane.
I have so many questions. We were reading over Daisy's bio last night. By the way, DJs, update your bios. Go look at Daisy Odell's bio and just go look at how fucking well written this thing is to get an idea.
Yeah, we're all in the process.
Yeah.
The 3 of us are all
Yeah, we're all in the same lifeboat on that one. Daisy's bio reads fucking incredible. Daisy Odell from Los Angeles. She's toured with Gwen Stefani. She's DJ'd for Prince, for Lou Reed. She's DJ'd every single Stranger Things release party, which we'll have plenty to talk about that. We are very humbled and grateful to be hosting someone so cool. So we're looking forward to that. Same time, same place. Until then, go listen to the episode with Jerome Baker III. We love that one. And then obviously we've been ranting and raving about it for weeks. The episode with Morris Code and DJ Ivy. One of our absolute favorites, the 3.5-hour opus.
Could have easily gone for another 3.
It could have gone for another 3. Neek, you're back to twitching. You want to shout that out real quick before we roll out?
Back to Twitch. Mondays and Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
What's your Twitch? Let people know.
Neek Lopez everywhere. I'm gonna be on that bitch tonight. So 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
There you go. Hey, if you're out in Portland, come check us out. Thursday District.
Yeah.
Friday. I might be at Detour Friday. We'll see. Detour
Strip club DJ.
Hey.
Strip club
DJ.
Hey.
Sick.
When the bag is on the table.
Hey, when the bag's on the table and when they
play
let
87
you like
BPM
DJ
all night.
Oh,
and
that's a little fast.
Like I'm good. I'm good with that. So that we got two rounds. Saturday, Collins at Fortune Friday, 2 Saturdays, 2 Tuesdays also. Am I forgetting anything, Colin?
We sleep sometime. Saturday I'll be in Seattle at Now or Never.
Yeah, we just got an offer about brunch.
And got a brunch offer while we're doing
the
podcast.
Yeah,
booked and busy.
Love to see it.
Vaxxed and Wax, look out! It's booked and busy.
Yeah,
men on vacation, aka booked and busy.
Yeah. I think that covers it for this week.
I think so too.
If there are still no further outstanding grievances, we can wrap this thing up.
I'll call you guys back and we'll jump back.
Yeah,
on.
right.
Nick loves a slow goodbye. Nothing Nick loves more than a slow goodbye.
Oh my god, I hate a slow goodbye.
Yeah. We out of here. Hey everyone! Before we take off, make sure you go like the podcast. If you're listening right now, go follow us. Go leave a rating. Go leave a comment on Apple Music. I know a lot of people have been listening on Apple Music. Listen, little inside secret: the more you leave a nice review for this podcast, the more people are going to see it, and then you'll be able to talk to all your friends at the water cooler about how these 3 shitheads talk about music every Monday. Come on, give us a like, give us a review, check us out. Ding the bell. Travis, what else? Ring the alarm.
Go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell on YouTube.
We should start doing this at the top of the show.
We should. We actually should. I should open up the show like that.
This is just the promo here. You can move it to the top of the show. You can just slide it right over.
No, I'll just start doing it at the front.
We'll start doing that next episode.
But yeah, leave a comment though.
This is the 5-on-5 pod.
We run it back.
Oh yeah, you didn't even do any.
No, I just
gunshot's
did it.
not a fucking
We
shot.
just brought it back. We just brought
What?
it back. Boom,
What?
boom, 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 boom. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Grievances
It's
to
me.
all of the Buffalo Bill fans out there. You
Enough.
know,
Enough.
these booms came from Griselda. Buffalo Bills had a tough loss last night. Grievances to y'all. Boom, 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 boom.
Enough. Pusha T has a new album coming out. Boom, boom,
He
boom, boom,
does.
boom.
Oh
Album
my
of the
God,
year
I'm excited
already.
about
Yeah, I'm
that,
calling it. We're out of here.
We are.
We're out of here. See y'all next week.